There's many organizations in One Piece. There's the world government, the underworld, pirates, but the one we're talking about in this video is the organization known as MADS. If you're not caught up with the Egghead Island arc, then be warned, this video will contain spoilers. And if you want to see more One Piece content like this, then be sure to subscribe. Now that I got the spoiler warning out the way, let's discuss everything we currently know about MADS. MADS was a group of scientists led by Dr. Vegapunk. Unlike pirates who sail the seas and pretty much do whatever they want and obtain money however they see fit, MADS was trying to make scientific breakthroughs for the betterment of humanity, or at least Vegapunk was. Its other members were more interested in creating weapons meant for destruction. MADS was formed an unspecified amount of time ago, but we do know it was disbanded well over 20 years ago, since Yonji states his father worked alongside Vegapunk before he and his siblings were born. The members of the group included the director, Dr. Vegapunk, Caesar Clown, Vinsmoke Judge, Queen, and Buckingham Stussy. There also appears to have been other members. They seem like ordinary scientists and they don't seem to have the same level of authority as Vegapunk or its other higher ranking members. The only person amongst MADS who was not a scientist was Buckingham Stussy. In fact, she is said to be a freeloader, and as of the making of this video, we don't even know her relationship to MADS outside of herself being used to create the first ever clone. In order to kickstart their campaign, they managed to get sponsored by Loan Shark King Dufeld. We don't know if they approached him first or he approached them first, but regardless, I have a feeling Dr. Vegapunk didn't have much involvement in the process. Caesar Clown, Judge, and/or Queen probably did the talking on Vegapunk's behalf. Because of this sponsorship, MADS attained their own ship and were capable of sailing the ocean while conducting experiments. Their ship resembled a paddle steamer, and the flag had the word pacifist written on it. Though it's ironic that MADS' flag was the opposite of what Vegapunk intended, since the majority of its leading members were bad people, creating catastrophic weapons. In Judge's cover story, we see Judge, Caesar Clown, and Queen all presenting their weapons to each other. Caesar Clown is holding what appears to be a devil fruit. If I had to guess, this may be an artificial devil fruit, maybe an early prototype of smile fruits, although it doesn't look like a smile fruit. In Queen's hands, there are 2 flasks full of chemicals. This appears to be some of the diseases he's concocted, and Judge is wielding his spear, which is the main battle weapon he uses, and the spear can even generate electricity. A big turning point for MADS was when the world government recognized Vegapunk for his GP flower creation, which blooms flowers out of gunpowder. And so, he was awarded with the Ibel Peace Prize and an audience with the Gorosei, and he was widely known as the smartest person on the planet. Caesar Clown, Judge, and Queen were all obviously jealous of Vegapunk. The remaining lead members of MAD were left to squabble amongst themselves as they each coveted the title of the second smartest man alive. Funnily enough, their competitive sides and jealousy led to them getting into a physical fight, probably on more than one occasion too. MADS operated for quite some time it seemed. Another crucial moment for them was when a team led by Vegapunk and Judge successfully cloned Stussy through what is called the lineage factor. The lineage factor is said to be the blueprint for all life forms. Through manipulating a being's lineage factor, they can alter the growth of said being. Vegapunk used Kaido's lineage factor an unknown amount of time ago to replicate his devil fruit. Caesar Clown used the lineage factor to produce a mass amount of smile fruits, and Judge used the lineage factor to enhance his children, as well as amass an army of clones. This gained the world government's attention again, but this time, they felt threatened at what MADS had created, and so they branded what they were doing as illegal, forcing them to disband. The world government arrested Vegapunk, but he was assimilated into their organization, and he was made the lead scientist of the world government. With the disbandment of MADS, each of its members went on to pursue their own paths. Vegapunk was now the lead scientist of the world government. Caesar Clown was fortunate enough to work alongside Vegapunk, but he screwed that all up when he started working on weapons of mass destruction. The world government caught wind of this and ordered Caesar Clown to put a stop to it, but Caesar Clown refused to do so. Thus, the world government fired him from working with Vegapunk. This left a bad taste in Caesar Clown's mouth, so, as an act of retaliation, he released one of his lethal weapons onto Punk Hazard, making the island unsuitable for them to continue their research. Caesar Clown fled, but he later returned to Punk Hazard, but this time, he had several powerful people bagging him, so the world government couldn't simply return to Punk Hazard and arrest him. He was backed by not one, but 2 Yonko, Big Mom, who provided him with the funds for the Gigantification project, and Kaido, plus the warlord Don Quixote do Flamingo, who had him massively produce smile fruits. Judge would go on to form the Germa 66, with himself serving as the supreme commander, while his offspring, excluding Sanji, served as the position of commanders. The main bulk of Germa 66 comprises of clones made from using the lineage factor. Vegapunk and Judge may be the ones who have discovered the lineage factor, but interestingly, he now has a team of scientists who seem to use the lineage factor to create more clones. Queen went on to join the Beast Pirates and served as one of Kaido's closest confidants. He earned the name Queen the Plague due to the viruses he creates. Unfortunately, we've only seen 2 of them so far. Mummy, which causes a fever, constant bleeding, and dehydration, and Ice Oni, which freezes the victim's skin, causes them to slowly lose their minds, and physically enhances them while they attack indiscriminately. The victims remain in this savage state for only an hour. Afterward, they die from the frost. Oh yeah, Queen also mechanically enhanced his body, so he can become a cyborg dinosaur. We only know Buckingham Stussy has lately been traveling with the warlord Weevil, until the Marines took him away, so she went to Marco the Phoenix for help. She claims Vegapunk can attest to the legitimacy of Weevil being Whitebeard's son, so we'll find out more about that somewhere down the line. Stussy the clone has remained loyal to Vegapunk since her creation. She was a part of CP0 because Vegapunk wanted her to spy on the world government, and she was also the pleasure queen in the underworld. She only recently revealed her true nature when Vegapunk ordered her to. MADS may have been disbanded, but after Caesar Clown helped Germa 66 rescue Niji and Yonji, Caesar Clown and Judge came to an agreement to resurrect the organization in the form of Neo MADS. I'm sure we'll find out more about them somewhere down the line, but that's all the information we have right now. Here's a couple of interesting facts about MADS. The Ibel Peace Prize Vegapunk was awarded is the equivalent to the real-life Nobel Peace Prize. We don't know if MADS stands for anything, but it could be a play on the word mad scientist, which is fitting since most of its members are mad scientists. Vegapunk may be the only one with good intentions, while the other members were more focused on creating weapons of mass destruction, but Vegapunk has unintentionally created weapons that are just as bad, if not worse. The Mother Flame, the Pacifista, and now the Seraphim, just as some examples. Anyways, that's gonna do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more One Piece content, then be sure to subscribe, and if there's anything else you want to see me cover in One Piece, be sure to let me know. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.